All right, everyone. So here's one of my favorite lower body movements, and it is called the single leg squat. You guys might be familiar with the normal squat, both feet on the ground, squat down nice and low, come on back up. And that's just a great overall lower body exercise. Keep doing it at home. If you want to switch it up or try something new, give the single leg version a try. So basically all you're doing is a squat on one leg, but the benefits are awesome because we're using one leg at a time. So you really notice if one side is stronger than the other, and then you can really work on bringing that weaker side up so everything evens out. Also, it's gonna work balance because we're on one leg, and then also stability because since we're on one leg, it's just gonna make our muscles work a little bit harder to really stabilize our body throughout the movement. So tons of benefits here. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna run through the exercise, show you the technique, and then I'm gonna show you a whole bunch of different ways to make it easier and harder. That way for you at home, you can modify it to work best for you. So let's run through the technique, and I'm gonna call these single leg box squats. I'm just gonna use the word box just so it's very simple throughout this whole video. But what I'm talking about is just basically a table or something you can sit on. So if you're at the gym, you can use a plyo box, you can use a workout bench. If you're at home, you can use your couch, you can use your coffee table, just don't sit on it and break it. In the office today, I'm using my treatment table, but I'm just gonna call it a box to make it easy throughout the whole video. So technique is all you're gonna do is stand on one leg. I like to place my other leg out in front, arms out in front, push the hips back a little bit, and then bend the knee, sit down, and then push back up. I'll show it to you from the side. Arms out in front, one leg, hips back slightly, a little bit of a hip hinge, bend the knee, come back up. And as we're doing it, concentrating on making sure this knee isn't wobbling all the way around. So we're coming down, we're keeping that knee fairly straight over our toe. Try to really prevent, this knee coming all the way in here as you're doing it. So that's the technique. And then there's a whole bunch of different ways you can make it easier and tougher. One of the things I like to do is finding a good height for the box squat. And the taller the box, the easier the movement's going to be. So right now, this is about medium. Not too hard, not too easy, kind of right in the middle. If that's too difficult for you, you tried this level first and you're like, man, this is too hard. Like I'm struggling, my technique's all over the place and I just can't do it. All you have to do is find a box that's a little bit taller, or you can just place something like a book. I have a yoga block here, and then just put it on top of that box, and that makes it way easier. So come here, decreases the range of motion your body has to go through, makes it easier. And a great way is get really good at this height until it's really easy for you, and then you can progress to this height until that becomes really easy for you and you keep going lower and lower. So that's one way you can make it easier or tougher. So find what works best for you at home. Another thing we can do is add support. So holding on to something is gonna add support for you. So let's say this is maybe a little bit too difficult for you, but you don't have anything to put on top of that box, or you can't find a taller box. You can kind of hold on to something and then give that a try. And that's gonna give you the added support to help you out. I'm gonna show you another really cool way, and this is one of my favorite versions, is using a tennis ball. You guys know how much I love the tennis ball. You're gonna place this on the floor. We're going to step on this tennis ball with one foot, and then as we squat down, you can use this tennis ball just for a little support when we're doing this single leg version of the squat. And I'm not really pressing too hard on the tennis ball. I'm using it just for support. So I just have it out here, a little bit of support, and coming back up. And that makes it a lot easier than doing this version. So that's one of my secret moves there. It's one of my favorite ones. So we can change the height of the box. We can give ourselves a little support, either using a PVC pipe or a stick. I like that tennis ball version just for a little extra support. or we can change the load, so the resistance level. So this is body weight, not too bad. Let's say you want to make it tougher without lowering the box. Grab a weight. I like to use dumbbells and holding it goblet style. Then go and squat down and come on back up. And that's going to add some resistance to that single leg squat and make it a little bit tougher. So those are some great variations for the single leg squat, and hopefully you give this a try at home because there's just so many good benefits to it. If you like this video, make sure you go down into the comments. Let me know what you want to see in the future, maybe some different exercises that you want to know about. And then also smash that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.